Hello YouTube. Welcome to the first video that has taken me multiple takes to get somewhat correct. I think I have still kind of messed this one up, but that's okay because I can unmess it up real quick. Now you've probably seen the title of this video. If you can read, congratulations, you're already better off than I am. But we are going to be playing a Terraria playthrough. I am very, very good with words. I did very well in English in school. We're going to play a playthrough. It's in the name, so you can't say I'm wrong. I'm just stupid. But let me show you the interesting thing here. You've been looking at me long enough. I'm going to go to what I believe will take me to my wallpaper. Yep, it'll take me to my wallpaper. All right, 1, 2, 3. Ta-da! Here we go. Wallpaper. If that's from an actual anime, somebody tell me so that I'm not supporting any form of anime fan club. Because as fun as anime can be, the internet makes it unfun. There we go. Terraria. I bought a second monitor so we can set up the recording on one and the gaming on another. So what we've got here is camera here, we've got game here, and we've got 24-inch giant monitor. Honestly, I would have preferred like a 12-inch monitor, but the places that I can shop here did not have those. And honestly, I found this used. It was a good price. So, pardon me, beggars cannot be choosers. I am a beggar. Have you seen my subscriber count? Let's be honest with ourselves. Now, most important part of Terraria is making a character as strange looking as possible. Now, the best known tactic in the speedrunner community for this is known as the randomized player button. Now, my favorite number is 8, so we are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we get Goku at 95. All right, that works for me. Create. Now, we're not going to call him Goku at 95, although that would be accurate, because that would be too accurate. That would be almost too intelligent to name it like something it looks like. So we're going to go with the name I selected for the past version of this that did not get aired because I did it incorrectly. His name is Greachy. Why is his name Greachy? Because his name is Greachy. Simple as that. I'm going to take a sip of water real quick, just so that you guys can hear all that, because I know you just love mouth sounds. Don't you just love mouth sounds? I'm not even going to pretend to continue to enjoy doing that because I hate them too. But let's get to it. Submit. Now you can see Samuru Juke, Samurai Jack, but exclusively with U's as the vowels. Tia, because Tia. Nog, a reference to eggnog, a drink that I've never had. Rubla-deboo. See, I can't even get that right the first time. That's a good one right there. And, of course, yeehaw. Simple, sweet, right to the point. That's kind of what you're looking for here. So Greachy's going to fit right in amongst these other characters here. And he's going to begin his journey now. Now, we have places like the Repulsive Fjord, which are randomized names, I believe, created by Terraria itself. And then we have the Big, which was, I think, my main world. 666, I believe that is a friend's world he created. Cold Breach, I believe that is another randomized name. Ohio 2, Electric Boogaloo, Plube 4221, Radar, and West Virginia. So, we're going to have to think of a pretty creative name for this one as well. See, it'll give you little randomized names for it. Now, Smoggy Outskirts is just not a proper name for a large... I'm afraid of selecting that, but it's going to make it more entertaining. Never mind, it's going to take too long to get to hell. There's a hell biome in this game. Just warning you. And yes, it's scarier than the nether. And we are going to be doing... Expert is very fun, but Master is going to make me hate myself. So... yeah, simple as that. I will be choosing random for this one because I have suddenly realized that I don't know what I want. Now, World name, most important part. Definitely not any of the selecting difficulties parts that I completely just brushed past because I'm a glutton for punishment. World name, like I said, most important parts. Let's go with Breckenridge, Colorado. I think that's the thing. I'm just going to go Breckenridge. I don't even know if I spelled that right, but Breckenridge, Colorado is a city. That's all I know about it. So that'll work well. A city I know nothing about but heard the name of once while I was working retail and someone from Colorado mentioned a ski resort. Just the right kind of random. Just the right kind of random. So let's go for this. Let's create this. Now this is going to take a little while. So while this does this, oh good, we got Crimson. Oh good. That's fine. That's fine. The boss in that is fine. Now in Terraria, as I just mentioned, you go through bosses, and as you may have picked up, there are different biomes. Now every couple of biomes has their own boss. The jungle has a couple. Let me think. The Arctic has some stronger enemies at one point or another. The Crimson that we have, it's either Crimson or Corruption, those have one. There's technically a dungeon biome, but I don't really count it as its own dungeon biome in my head. I don't really think of it as a biome. I just think of it as a dungeon. They all have bosses in them. Now, the goal of Terraria kind of is to just beat all these bosses. But you do this in a very Minecraft-like way where you're just starting with pickaxe, stuff like that, and you dig up things around the world and find little treasures to help you on your way, and essentially just arm yourself against the murderous hordes that will be coming after me in this Master Mode world. Let's star this so I don't forget about it. Breckenridge. And let's open this up and show you what I mean. Now, you can see up in this top corner that I start with 3 things. And you may be thinking, well, Minecraft doesn't start you with things. Well, why would Terraria start you with things? This is such an easy baby game. Well, if I take this mushroom and try to beat up this tree, I just ate the mushroom. I just wasted that mushroom. Because you can't punch things in this game. You have to use the tools you're given. And you can't use a pickaxe to mine a tree. You have to use the axe. So every tool you have has a specific use. You don't just make a really powerful axe and then use that to chop down trees and defeat enemies and stuff like that, although you can later in the game. Here I have to be using my sword to fight this guy off because my other stuff just won't do enough damage, especially in Master Mode. And these guys are going to be spawning like crazy because I have decided to hurt myself in this world. So it's going to take me some mad clicking to get this guy out of here. I'm hoping that you guys aren't hearing too much of this, but in my previous videos I wasn't doing a lot of clicking, so I don't know how much noise this is generating. I'm assuming you guys are getting a good bit of this, in which case I apologize. Hopefully that will get better when I get my new microphone. Okay, now in Terraria you have this thing. I cannot remember what it's called. I think it's just called something about like lock, like mine lock, focus lock, something like that, or at least it was back on the phone days, because this is also a mobile game. I think it was that back on the phone days, something about lock, but it allows you to focus on a particular block one at a time. So you can see that I can move my little cursor wherever I like and still mine out the bottom of trees. Now that's just a helpful little thing that they've programmed in for axe usage. When it comes to a pickaxe, if I aim this way, it's not going to mine the dirt directly underneath me. It's going to try to mine up in here where I have my cursor. Now you'll notice my cursor is a very colorful green and yellow. That's just to make it more visible for you guys. Now if I go down here, you can see that I mine out this dirt. So this helps immensely with mining out large quantities of things, placing things sometimes in this game. We'll get to that once I start building a house. And it also helps with, like I said before, chopping down these trees when it comes to the axe. Now, I will say when it comes to building in this game, you may have already seen there are NPCs in this game, not just like villagers like you might be imagining as Minecraft has, but there are full-blown NPCs with their own happiness stats. That was an update added, I think that was the very last update or the one just before it. They have their own happiness, they sell their own things, they have relationships between each other. I mean, nobody has like babies or anything like that, but they make friends and things like that, and you need to build houses for them. Now this guy that you start with is called a guide. He comes into play very, very often during the game when you have something you just don't understand. Now, I am playing right around the time of Halloween, so these pumpkins are spawning, and I'm thinking, what can I use a pumpkin for? Boom. We have our own, essentially, wiki right inside the game. This helps you with crafting because, as you can see, from putting one thing that's a seasonal item in the crafting, we have 20-something things we can make here, including armor, decorations for your building, blocks, pies, enchantments, who knows, out of pumpkins. That's just pumpkins. There are so many items in this game. This guy will be one of your favorite NPCs as you start. But he's not going to help us protect ourselves. We have to do that ourselves. Despite the fact that he is armed at the moment with a bow, meaning he's probably better at combat than we are right now, we have to really do most of the heavy lifting because none of the NPCs are going to be going out and killing monsters for us. And those monsters are definitely coming after us. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to explore a cave and hope I find a chest. Now you make torches in this game not with coal but with the gel that you get from killing slimes. So those couple of slimes that were giving me trouble earlier are now lighting up this cave. Now you may be thinking, why gel? Because why not? In fact, as far as I can remember, I don't even think there is coal in this game. Now I will say in the actual item description, I don't have any more gel as a result of just making all these torches, but I will say in the actual item description they at least acknowledge the fact that it is a flammable gel, so don't get too worried about it, I suppose. Now, what you're seeing here is a massive, massive, massive cave. If you see this in Minecraft, you would be like, oh my gosh, this is a 1 in a million thing. I absolutely have to go explore this. This is crazy. But in Terraria, these like sweeping mine complexes that you come across, these tunnels, are crucial to your exploration because most of your time in Terraria is honestly spent underground. There are entire biomes which are exclusively underground. Like you don't have like above ground mesa biomes and stuff like that in Minecraft where everything is, it starts as one biome and it goes all the way down to the bedrock, all that biome. You have this biome, you have some caverns, you might have some corruption, you have more caverns, you have maybe, I don't want to give too much away, but you could have up to maybe 8 biomes in a single straight line down your map, just like this. And you can see this place is huge. Like, this is a medium-sized world. And even with the size of this world, I know that things will still be compacted to the point where we can still probably find 5 or 6 biomes in just one single section of visibility up and down. There's even stuff in the sky, which again we'll come to later. I'm trying not to give too much away, but I do want to explain some of the basics of the game. And in the beginning, you don't really get to see a lot of that stuff, even though it will be affecting how you play once you kind of know what you're doing and you know what you want to prepare for. So I'm trying to kind of explain what you want to be prepping for without giving away what it is. Oh, run away, run away, run away. Ah. A classic example of traps. While mining, there are traps you can encounter. Unfortunately, with me looking back and forth between 3 different things, I absolutely did not see that. I don't think you did either. I'll be honest. I don't think there are going to be any eagle-eyed viewers out there that are going to say, well, I saw that. But if there are eagle-eyed viewers out there, well, why didn't you warn me then? Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Bet you didn't think about that. Maybe be quiet next time. You want to be so rude. But there are actually a good amount of traps in this game. If you get good at them, you can actually kind of make some of the future events a lot easier, because some bosses like to spawn in little minions. There are events where people can attack you, not people like living, breathing human beings or NPCs necessarily, but like boss rush kind of stuff, like waves of things can attack you, and having traps like that can be very helpful. Unfortunately, in this case, it did absolutely kill me. But on the plus side, as we were running down, we uncovered something that's going to be immensely helpful. So, boink, see this tree right? Oh, there's a trap right there. You see him? This thing right here. Pay real close attention to this. This is a dart trap. This is your worst enemy while you are mining early game. I don't even care about the mobs. Those things will kill you so many times. And if you pay attention for them, if you look out for them, and you pick them up when you get them, they're worth 20 silver. And in this game, there is money. Like I said earlier, some NPCs sell things. And you need to buy certain things in order to progress in this game. So, picking up those traps when you notice them not only keeps you safe, but makes you a little bit of money. Even the pressure plates that trigger them are worth a little bit. So I always pick them up early game. Now, this here, what I was talking about earlier before I saw that trap, is I don't know the proper term for it. It's a crystal tree. This one in particular is amethyst, which is actually really good for me. Now I should mention that we're still in the rules of I need to use the right tool for this. So I'm going to break out my axe here, and we are going to get ourselves some amethyst. Now, amethyst is not used for any kind of particular tools. It is used at this stage in the game for things called hooks. In Terraria, 2D movement is an immense part of the gameplay. Unlocking faster ways to move left and right, up and down are crucial parts of surviving boss fights. Because the more you can dodge attacks that kill you in one hit, the longer you last to try to attack the boss at hand. So, finding those little gems are going to be very helpful later in game. I'm going to let that guy jump around. Hopefully go a little bit away from me so that I can survive a little longer. And this here is an example of a dye plant, D-Y-E plant. There's a dye trader that comes later in the game that you can change the colors of your armor sets with. So you can pick those up and do that, or you can sell them for a little bit of money. Same as the trapdoor. I think it's a good 20 silver. Whoop, right here is another thing that I probably won't get the chance to pick up because I am being pursued by a ghost. Poltergeist. I do not want to die to him, but again, I only have a copper short sword, so I have, of course, died. But what we passed there, I'm going to point at it real quick. This is a life crystal. Your heart's up here, you only have 100 health. And when everything in this game can attack you for at least like 30 damage, increasing that health is going to be crucial. So, glad we found that. We at least have that on our map to access later. Now, it is becoming night, and in this difficulty, I will quickly die if I don't get something built up. So, I am going to demonstrate to you guys what building looks like in this game. And my brightness is down very low so that you guys don't see as much reflection on my glasses. So this will be a little bit difficult, but that is okay. I'm going to make a hole for this guy to get through, and that's probably going to let the slimes in as well, which is unfortunate, but oh well, it's just what we have to do. Boom, boom. Light these up so we can see. Boom, boom. Night gets very dark in this game, especially with very low brightness. It's actually brighter on the screen I am recording it on than the screen I'm playing it on. So you guys can see a little bit more than I can, which is fine. it's actually probably best that you can actually see something. Then you'll actually know what's coming. Maybe I should play using this screen a little bit. Oh gosh, I'm going to die. Yep, look. Like I said, every enemy in this game could do a heck of a lot of damage to me. So once this night is past and I am able to get back into those caves and get that heart crystal and increase my health, it will get a lot easier. I see that I'm now at 20 minutes of recording time. That is insane. Oh gosh, oh gracious, oh goodness, oh golly. You are currently seeing a demon eye chasing me. Yeah, there's more difficult enemies in this game than slimes. I should have built a house beforehand. Oh, regrets. Oh, regrets. Granted, my biggest regret right now is picking Master Mode, but the biggest regret in my life in about 5 seconds from now is the fact that I built the house so that the demon eye can get trapped in it. Terraria is a very, very mean game in high difficulties. But that's okay. I have a camera on me, so I'm not going to freak out as much. Oh gracious, I need a ranged weapon. I need a ranged weapon. Let me over you. Oh boy, I love this game. It's been too long. Oh, fun fact. If you die enough times in one area, these tombstones will start spawning those ghosts that killed me. And if I break them, I think it also spawns a ghost that kills me. So we're doing very, very well. I need to get inside. Soon. Please, 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 let me jump over you. Please. Pain in my chest and in my head and in other places that I shouldn't have said. Go. Just run. Just run. That's the solution. We're running. We're gunning. We're going for it. We're getting inside. Yes. Okay, now, the mobs that are currently around me are 3 blocks tall. So am I. I have currently blocked myself in and made it a lot safer to be here. I'm just going to break these tombstones because I have to. It's probably going to spawn ghosts. I'm not 100% sure if it will, but I just have to get it out of here. Because I need to make a house. Now, I don't know if that's centered. I apologize if it's not, but it looks pretty close to me. But I need to get to building. Now, in Minecraft, you have the crafting table. In Terraria, you have the workbench. So I am going to start making some necessary things for this house. Now, in order for an NPC to live in your house, you need 3 things. Light, furniture, and a door to get in. So, we're going to start, well, we started with light, technically, I'll give you that. We're going to start making this house a home, putting some doors in here. Now these doors, mobs cannot open these doors, but you automatically can. So it makes it a lot easier to live around here. I'm going to try to make this quick so that guy can't get in. Boom, ta-da, alright. Now in terms of furniture, fun fact, you need a chair and a table. In order for an NPC to live in your house here, that counts as enough furniture, but the workbench counts as a table. So we do not need to make a full-size table. Now workbenches are a little bit more expensive, but that means that no matter where I am in this little home I have getting built here, I will be able to craft what I need. So I value it at probably 3 wood, and the difference between a wooden table and a workbench here is only 2 wood. So I'm actually gaining a wood. Investment, kids. Save your money. Be wise. Now, the final thing that I may have failed to mention, wood, yes. In this game there are walls. Now, on a 2-dimensional plane, you would think of it as the X and Y coordinates of walls. X and Z? X and Z. I think it's X and Z. Y and Z. You would think of it as up and down. And side to side. In terms of a 2D platform. And that is your movement scheme, yes. But There are 3 dimensions in this game, at least in the mind of the NPCs. So you need to fill in this wall behind you. These are placing blocks behind you, and once you have these blocks placed in here, not only does it count as a home, but monsters won't spawn in there, as long as there's enough light. There we go. Like down in the caves, even if you have light, monsters will spawn in the caves. They will still attack you. Torches do not get rid of mobs like they do in Minecraft. You have to have walls back there. So, we are now not placing any more walls inside the house itself. It looks good. Now, the way you can test to see if your house is big enough, furnished enough, lit up enough, if your walls are complete, is you can go into your inventory, press escape, or at least that's what I have it bound to. I apologize if you're on a controller or anything like that. Go from, camera mode, get out of here. Go from your main inventory screen that looks like this, right above where your equipment goes. This is where my armor will go once I have armor. And go to this little house, housing. You go housing query, words, and you click right in the area of where your house is. So right here, my housing is suitable. Right here, housing is suitable. So I'm going to take this, and this allows me to place a specific NPC. That way, you can have NPCs that are friends with each other, be next to each other, and be happy. Then they will give you better prices. Now the guide doesn't sell anything, so I don't necessarily need to make him happy, but I do want him inside, because as you can see right here, he is shooting the zombies. Again, he is more combat ready than I am right now. So I need to keep him around, and I need to keep him alive until I can keep myself around and alive. So let's mine this out a little bit, just so we have a little bit more wiggle room when we leave. There's a zombie coming. Never mind, we're going inside. Let's see what we can craft with the pumpkins we have. Hey, we can make some pumpkin armor. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Let's make a breastplate first. We're going to look real silly in this armor, but that is okay. It's better than nothing. I'm also going to make a wooden sword. Now, you may be thinking copper is better than wood. It's not even in terms of damage. Hey, and I got a sharp one, so it does a little bit better damage. Now, you may have noticed that this short sword is kind of awful because it just kind of stabs like a dagger. Now this is more of a broadsword. This actually swings. I'm not going to be using it on this guy because, as you can see, they have 120 health. I have a sword that does 8 damage. I'm not hitting them 15 times without dying. That's just not happening. I'm okay at this game, but not that okay. So we're just going to hang out in here for the night, and I think this might be where I wrap it up. Hey, there we go. He cleared this area out. Okay, so let's place a couple of torches just so we can see the enemies coming. Oh, there's so many gravestones. I might have to break some of those. There we go. Just to make this path a little bit safer, and honestly, to try and get some pumpkins. Okay, all right. See that pumpkin? That pumpkin. There we go. We're getting the pumpkins. We can make armor out of this. I'm going to jump to try to juke this guy out. Yeah! There we go. 600 hours in this game, not wasted. Well, it was wasted, but at least I jumped over that zombie that one time. That was cool, right? Right? I thought it was cool. Oh well. Like and subscribe if you thought it was cool. If you didn't think it was cool, like and subscribe. Why? I don't know. I don't think anyone would actually want to watch the content I make on this channel, but I amuse myself by saying it, like a meme, as if I was an actual YouTuber. I should have made torches before walking this way. I regret everything I've just done. Luckily, in Terraria, you can have a feature called auto pause, where if you go into your inventory, everything stops. Luckily, I have that on accidentally, so I didn't just die right there, which is awesome. So now I can light up this way. We're getting close to half an hour. I'll end it right there. Ooh, another amethyst tree. This tells me that they can grow above ground. See, I'm learning stuff too. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful pumpkins. Now these are fallen stars here. You see right here, that 20 out of 20? That is my mana. There is magic in this game. There's a lot in this game. You can summon in this game. Oh, that is a crimson enemy. You see how it has 120 health and it's coming after me like a bat out of hell because it is basically out of hell, except it's a spider? Yeah, those are awful. I apologize if you have arachnophobia. There are a good amount of spiders in this game. I don't have any form of mod to take that out. That mob had 210 health. Oh, and it's so close to spawn. Okay, I'm just going to be clear with you. I have gotten a terrible, terrible world spawn. And look at that. He didn't despawn and he made it all the way to my house. And so did he. Oh, good. That is wonderful. Welcome to my home. You can open doors. I think I'll end it here. Thank you for watching. When you come back, this will all be gone, and I regret everything. 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 Everything that I have ever done. I'm going to try to make the pumpkin armor. I'll try to make the pumpkin armor before I log off. And the guy's going to die. Oh no, we have lost our front line of defense. Hey, his name was Steve. That's ironic. That's a Minecraft name. Oh god. Jump over me. Yes! Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm the greatest. Oh, I'm the greatest. Oh, I'm the best. Oh, I'm so good at this game. Okay. We're going to do it this way. We're going to do it this way. Get everybody over here. Get everybody over here. Yep. Okay. All right. Come on. Oh, I can do it. I believe in myself. I believe in myself. I no longer believe in myself. This is a terrible start. This is one of the worst worlds I've ever gotten in this game. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Alright. I can't make the helmet yet, but we're looking pretty. We're looking pretty messed up. That's what we're looking pretty about. Alright. I am going to not even bother trying to look for an editing software to make this better. You guys can just experience that with me. I hope you learned something. I will continue to try to teach you through Terraria over the course of probably the next couple days. I don't think this will be a daily thing because, to be honest, after speaking for over half an hour, nearly non-stop, because I know I'm not going to be able to edit out pauses, has me tired. I'm going to do a really quick vlog as well and put that up today, just for the sake of continuing making that a daily thing. Ah, gracious. Oh, we're so unlucky. I apologize if looking at that spider is making you uncomfortable. It honestly looks more like a brain than a spider, if that helps at all. Probably makes it worse for some of you, but it's the best solution I can offer. It's going to be a fun one, people. Stick around. Thank you for watching all the way to the end if you're seeing this. This has been Overlord Pop-Tart. I am so bad at putting that in. I should probably think of an intro, seeing as I kind of almost have an outro. But, oh well. I will see you in the next installment of Terraria and in my next vlog, both of which will be coming out at vaguely different times. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that the audio wasn't completely too terrible for you. Remember that microphone is coming. I hope that the lighting was good and the frame rate was nice. Come by next time. Hopefully I'll be doing a little bit better then. Goodbye, folks. Stay frosty. There we go. I have to get used to this dual monitor setup. Stay frosty. It has simply closed out of Terraria and not stopped the recording. Sure, why not? Thank you for sticking with me through these trying times on this channel. I know what to call the vlog now. You'll see it when it comes out. You'll see it when it comes out. Trying times and Terraria. There you go. That's the sneak peek to the vlog title. And they're both going to be about Terraria. But that's fine. That's all I've really done today. Okay. Farewell. I'm actually hitting end now. Thank you for watching this entire 35-minute video if you somehow made it through. I hope I didn't drive you too crazy. Come back next time. Stay frosty.